Hey guys, welcome to Finger Licking Bites. Hope you're doing well. You can see that color, right? And awesome sound of the crust. So this is a yummy cheesy vegetable and cheese toast recipe. So let's begin. Okay friends, so here I have one small onion which I'm slicing it. Okay, so I use the fork method in which you poke poke into the onion and cut through the gaps so that you'll get nice uniform sized cuts. But I actually didn't because the onion started to break off into its layers. So I just broke it off completely into the layers so you can just see one layer, so you'll get more onions. Now here I have 2 tomatoes. You can slice it into round shape into discs, or you can roughly chop it. This time I'm using the same fork method and slicing it. Okay guys, so the tomato is also ready, finely chopped. Sliced into discs. Actually for the tomatoes the fork cutting method was not useful because they're delicate and soft, so it just keeps on moving. So only use the fork method only for the onions but not for the tomatoes. Now let's start to assemble them. So guys, I just had a small change in my mind. Instead of keeping them as discs, I am just cutting them a little bit more so that you get more vegetables in each set of bread. So let me just do an X cut or a plus cut on all the pieces so that you get 4 pieces from each piece, and you get more pieces of tomatoes and onions so that you can make more. So this recipe will be useful if you want to have a vegetable cheese toast, or for your birthday or any party or like that. So now I'll chop this and show how it will look. Okay guys, so I've made the tomatoes and onions small, and I have about 2 finely chopped green chilies, and I've just wiped this place because it'll have a little bit water, so I don't want the bread to become soggy. And I've placed 4 slices, which is 2 sets of bread. I'm only showing that much. Now before starting to assemble it, here I have about I can't tell it for sure, it's about 2 to 3 tablespoons of clarified butter or ghee. I'm just melting it down. You can also use oil or butter if you want, that's not an issue, but this time I'm using clarified butter. I'm gonna melt it so that it will be more easier to spread it out on the bread and on the griller. Okay friends, so all of the things are ready to make the cheese toast. I have bread, have the veggies, cheese because it's a cheese toast, so of course cheese is the main. Have some pizza seasoning, and by mistake I just cut myself and I didn't notice it. Now it's burning. And we have got our ghee. Now it's time to assemble. First I'm taking very little amount of ghee and brushing it onto the top part of the bread. That's enough. Now we'll just open the bread like that. First in goes a little bit of cheese. Okay. Okay. And now second, just a little bit of chopped green chilies, then some onions, okay, just moving on from there, and then some tomatoes. I just put a little bit of cheese on that side because even we'll be adding some cheese on the top too. Okay, on the sides it has to be covered with cheese but not too much. And now our last ingredient is just a little bit of pizza seasoning. Let me just hold it here. That the pizza seasoning is it's actually added lots in your store-bought pizzas, but I add a little bit to make it in a home style, like one recipe. So the pizza seasoning actually enhances the flavor of each and every element in the recipe, any recipe, which includes pizza seasoning. Now I'm inverting the other side, placing it so that the ghee will be on the outer side. I'm just slowly flipping this over, both of them. Oops, that actually went out. Oops. Okay. And again, I'm taking very little amount of butter, clarified butter, and brushing it on the other side too. Now this goes onto the griller. Okay friends, I have opened the griller. It has started to heat up. Now I'm brushing up the oil all over it. You have to be generous while doing this step because I've had incidents in which, I've made a cheese toast once and it just stuck all over because the butter or oil, I don't remember what I did last time, was not enough. So you can be as generous as you can, but not too much because it will start to splutter if it's, just like that. That's just the heating process. So now we'll be placing the bread. Just close it and let it heat up for some more time. Okay guys, so I've placed both of them onto the griller once it's heated up. Now cover it and keep it for about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay guys, they're ready. So they're nice, toasted, and even on the other side, and crispy at the edge. Now I'll just show you how to make 2 more. So these 2 are ready. Okay friends, the next 2 sets, again just take very little oil, clarified butter or butter, anything that you're using, very little. Okay, now we are going to open it. First goes a little bit of cheese, then little green chili. You can put in any order. I like this way. And then some onion, and at last some tomatoes, and again just a little bit of cheese on the top too. and then cover. Oh, sorry, forgot to put the seasoning. And cover, give it a gentle press, and then flip it slowly so that the filling will not fall out, and grease a little bit of ghee on the other side too. And now again do the same method, keep it on the pan or griller, or you can also do it on a pan, in a pan, and keep it for 1 to 2 minutes, or the time, if you have any specific time that is given on your griller, that's the best, follow that time. If it's not there, just keep it for about 1 to 2 minutes, or until you see nice light brown color in the inside, and on the crust it'll be really crispy. Now I'll take it out and show how it'll be. Okay guys, tasty cheese toast, a vegetable cheese toast is ready. Hope you enjoyed this video guys. If you liked, hit that like button. Don't forget to share this with your friends so that they can also try it out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, and comment below about how this recipe was. Thank you guys, bye bye.